What's up, comic book people? It's Jimmy C. So sorry about the cutoff last week. My phone was filled up, and I'm not one for editing, but let's pick up where we left off. So I went with the wife and the new baby. We were going to Target to look at baby shit. And lo and behold, I saw this book in Target in like the kids section. And it had $6 on it. And it's a little warped. Not really, but you know, it's warped. So it's really a great book, like history of comics, like old school stuff. And they wanted $6, and I got them down to $4. I really wanted it for like $2, but you know what can you do? It's Target. It's a corporation. They can only knock 20% off. But anyway, moving forward, there was a flea market in my neighborhood, and I went, and it's actually. I got this from a fellow YouTuber. He's not a comic guy, but he's a YouTuber. He does like flea markets and whatnot. So big shout out to Secondhand Daisy, 2ND, HAND, DAISY. I met him and his wife. Beautiful people. The only reason I actually saw a few videos of his, and the only reason like I recognized that it was him at the show was that I know, like, you know, he goes picking for, like, random stuff, and his wife always sells jewelry, so, like, I saw a guy with, like, a hodgepodge of bullshit, and then, like, right next door was jewelry, and I put 2 and 2 together, and, like, I'm like, oh my god, this is the guy I watch his videos, and it was so cool. So his wife was, like, telling me how, like, you know, people, like, recognize him by his voice. And it was the same thing with me, like, you know, like, not everybody and every day, but, like, my wife, when I go out with her, like, you know, Comic-Con or whatever, like, once in a while, people, if they hear my voice, they recognize me from my YouTube videos. And the wife always sees me smirking, and she's like, wipe that smirk off your face, nobody knows who you are, who gives a shit. And I agree with her, but, like, it's just funny, because, like, it annoys her to drop, so it's a win. So I saw him, and it was the same thing. But anyway, great book. He gave me this for $2. That's all I had on me, because I actually went to go buy groceries, and I had my credit card, and then, like, I saw there was a flea market down the block. But truly, the history of comics, like, it's really the history of, like the comic strips and the funny papers. Yeah, there's a little bit about Marvel and DC in the back, but that's not what it's about. But, like, oh my god, for $2, this is, like, a classic, awesome book to read. And then, lo and behold, look what I got. I got this Popeye. They wanted $1.65. I'm gonna give you guys the inside because I'm not selling it. They wanted $1.65, which is what it's worth, and I got it for $1.35. And like, I just love it. And I posted it on like the Facebook like Golden Age page, and it's blown up. Like, I guess people didn't realize, but like, this is the first Popeye. It's not his first appearance, but it's his first comic. So his first Popeye in his own comic. Because, like, it gets a little hazy, like, who first Popeye, there's, like, a few, like, one-offs and, you know, Gold Key, whatever. But you know what? White Pages 5.0, $1.35, all in. There's an 8.5, it's the Crippen copy, and they want, like, $700, $800. Fuck that shit. I got this from my good friend Nick. You know, I didn't have a copy, and he had a surplus of copies, because my friend Nick just finds, like, I don't know, he just finds deals upon deals, and he buys in bulk, and he just gets some sick stuff. So anyway, long story short, I know he was selling a few, and I needed one, so he gave me this. It's an 8.5, so, like, you can't really get any better. And the price he gave it to me, I couldn't say no. I don't even love Submariner, but you know what? I just got this. So, for you guys that don't know, this is Squadron Supreme, the variant cover. This is when, you know, Submariner got killed earlier last year. This is his resurrection. Big shout out, Alex Sanchez. Beautiful guy to work with. He's the artist and inker. And I reached out to him, and I pulled the trigger, and I got it done. So I got a little Submariner old school, a little Submariner new school. And he's back to life. Not for nothing. And I even told Alex, the cover that's not a variant, it's like shit. It's just him sticking his hand out of the ground. It's like so horrible, but what can you do? I think I got the beautiful cover. Look at Submariner sitting there, you know, chilling like royalty. He's got the throne behind him. It looks like the, you know, the Venus Botticelli. It's just beautiful. Anyway, before I run out of video again, it's just Jimmy C signing off. I just wanted to fill you guys in with the rest of the video from last week. Hope everyone's well. Have a good weekend.